So yeah, a disaster, an absolute disaster for the Indiana. But like, Sid Colson's probably not going to play ball again till 2027, and she might be done. Like, Sid Colson might not play basketball professional.
The Indiana Fever rolled into Phoenix on Thursday night, dreaming of a championship run, only to watch those dreams get torn apart by the injury bug. And not just any injury bug. This one feasted like it was at an all-you-can-eat buffet. The main course? Both of the team's point guards going down in the same game. Yes, you read that right. 2 point guards one night. Season over for both.
That's because Aari McDonald is hurt as well, folks. You could not have scripted a more worse season than what we have endured so far. Fever lose Sydney Colson and Aari McDonald for the rest of the season. Our backup point guard's hurt, and now our backup's backup is hurt.
First came Sydney Colson, the 36-year-old veteran brought in to steady the ship while Caitlin Clark recovers from her groin injury. In the first quarter, she went down with a torn ACL, the kind of injury that doesn't just end a season, but can keep a player out for more than a year.
Sid Colson, like, it did not look like an ACL tear. It did not look like an ACL tear when it happened. I was convinced. I was like, it's either a meniscus or it's a MCL. I was like, okay, we knew when she went down, she was done for the year. And I was like, okay, if it's something like an MCL, she's back for AU. She can make her money in the offseason.
Then came the gut punch in the fourth quarter. Aari McDonald, the former Arizona star who had unexpectedly become the Fever's breakout hero this season, broke a bone in her right foot. Just like that, Indiana's point guard depth chart went from a list of names to a blank page with help wanted scribbled in red ink.
And we lost two very, very competent players, including the starting point guard that was filling in for the other starting point guard. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. And what this does for a potential playoff push, I don't know. Because, you know, I've seen people say, well, sign a guard or whatever. Well, there's salary cap implications out there too right now. I even saw somebody say we might have to waive Chloe Bibby to sign a point guard.
Now, let's talk about what those injuries really mean. Colson may have been in the twilight of her career, but she was steady, averaging 2.4 points, 2 assists, and providing the veteran leadership that never shows up on a stat sheet.
On her left leg, it didn't look pretty. It didn't. Her left leg completely gave out on her. It exploded underneath.
McDonald, though, was the real surprise story. Signed on a hardship deal after being waived by the Sparks, she turned into a key contributor, 9.8 points and 4.7 assists over 20 games. She wasn't just eating minutes. She was filling box scores, including a 27-point explosion against Phoenix just days before this.
Came in with a crazy role, right? Learning plays on the airplane, landing, and playing her first game without turning the ball over at all. Not turning the ball over at all, y'all. Just came in and was a huge X factor for this Indiana Fever team. Caitlin Clark didn't even get a chance to play like that with Aari McDonald, man. I'm sick.
And here's the cruel twist. The injuries don't stop there. Caitlin Clark, the franchise cornerstone, has been out since July 15th with a groin injury, missing 10 straight games. That's 18 out of 31 games this season in street clothes. The Fever, who started the year with a title blueprint, now head into Saturday's matchup with Chicago with exactly 0 healthy point guards and only 9 active players.
Indiana Fever cannot sign a hardship contract until after tomorrow's game, which means tomorrow they have to play with 9 players. Now, it helps that the Chicago Sky also have injuries. So this game's going to be a little bit weird. But after tomorrow, they can sign a hardship contract because now that Aari McDonald and Sydney Colson are both out with injuries, we don't know the timeline of Caitlin's return. So, of course, the discussion is,
because of WNBA roster rules, they can't even sign a hardship replacement until after the Sky game, which means they'll be running a lineup that would make some high school coaches cry. The offseason moves Dana Bonner, Natasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson were meant to build a title-ready squad. Coach Stephanie White was back. Kelsey Mitchell was still there, and Clark and Aaliyah Boston were supposed to have a veteran help to win it all. As Clark said before the season, my expectation is for us to try to win a championship.
And I got to be the one to tell you, look like the Indiana Fever could be signing another player. Basically, another hardship player could be on the way. Sydney Colson hurt. Aari McDonald hurt. Now we got to see who's available again at the point guard position. Again, we got to go through this again, y'all. This looked very familiar to the month of June. I believe was it June when Caitlin, Sid, who else was hurt? Sophie was hurt. This looked like June again.
Standings tell the story. At 17-14, the Fever are fifth in the WNBA, close enough to sniff the playoffs, but dangerously close to falling out. Only 2 games separate them from the 8th-place Sparks. With 13 games left, no backcourt, and role players suddenly carrying the load, every game is now a must-win. Clark's public reaction? An Instagram story with the injury news captioned, "Love you guys, Red Heart, Red Heart." Short, but heavy with the frustration of a player who has never faced a season like this.
The thing is, with the 2 of them out, if you guys don't know, they're able to get someone on a hardship, but if they want to replace 2 for 2, they have to cut one of them or cut returner. It is not possible for the Indiana Fever to go out with more than 10 players the rest of the year. They have 2 rest of season injuries on guaranteed contracts. They can't go out with more than 10 players the rest of the year. And the problem is the coach doesn't like playing 3 other players. The coach doesn't like playing KK. The coach doesn't like playing Chloe Bibby. And the coach doesn't like playing Bree Turner.
On Sue Bird's podcast, Clark admitted the mental toll. It's been really hard to be active, play 4 games, and then be out again. After working all offseason, she's now stuck in rehab instead of leading fast breaks. She's begun full-speed running, but hasn't been cleared for basketball activities yet. The medical staff is in no rush. With a left quad, left groin, and now right groin issue, caution is the only play. But even if she comes back tomorrow, she's returning to Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and Lexi Ho running point. 3 players who've never been primary facilitators.
Being active and playing 4 games and then not, and not feeling the best, and then frustrated of how hard I worked in the off season, and then all I do is rehab and continue to do this process, and just trying to trust that the best I can. And obviously there's really frustrating days, and there's days where it's a little bit easier, and you're very, very motivated, and you're right close to the finish line of getting back and being back, and then it's not like I have a training camp to build up to playing my first game again. It's no, you're tossed into game 30. Go try to play well. It's hard.
The Fever's title hopes are hanging by the thinnest thread. They've gone from dark horse contenders to a team that might not survive the regular season intact. With Clark, they're 8-5. Without her, 9-7. Decent. Until you factor in losing both McDonald and Colson. Potential replacements like Odyssey Sims or Jalen Sheared are just that, replacements. Band-aids on a season that's bleeding out.
They don't lose a cent. So Aari and Colson don't lose a cent if they get cut. They're just no longer on the roster. They don't lose 1 cent of money. And it means the Fever can bring in players. But we know the Fever aren't going to do it. If Alexa Philippou is talking about them not being able to sign a hardship, we know they're just going to sign a hardship. We know they're going to go out. The Fever can literally get rid of the 2 of them, sign 2 new players, and go out with 12 players in the playoffs. But we know the Indiana Fever are going to go out with 10 players in the playoffs. We just know they're going to do it. We know they're going to do it. We know, look, they're going to be dumb for cutting. They're not, if anyone's getting cut, it's going to be Chloe Bibby. If anyone's getting cut, they're going to cut her. You just know it. For PR reasons. Could also cut Bree Turner. At this stage, she's got diplomatic immunity.
And the damage isn't just physical. It's psychological. This was supposed to be the year Indiana cashed in on all that rebuilding. For Clark, it's been a crash course in the brutal reality of pro sports. The player who never missed a game at Iowa is now missing months, watching as her team tries to stay afloat. Saturday's game against Chicago isn't just another matchup. It's a gut check. Can 9 healthy players with no point guards hang with a Sky team that still has the weapons to expose them?
Man, they really gonna need Caitlin Clark to come back, but they don't want to rush her. You know what I'm saying? Ari McDonald has been really, really good for them, great for them. So that's definitely a hit. And Sydney Colson is, even though she don't play a lot of minutes, but her leadership, man, her contributions in that locker room is great. You know what I'm saying? And damn, this is a tough break for them. Because, obviously they coming off winning 5 out of their last 6 games or something like that. And damn.
What stings most is the timing. The Fever had already weathered earlier injuries to Clark, building chemistry and stacking wins. They even won the Commissioner's Cup over Minnesota, proving they could beat the league's best. Now, the preseason talk of titles feels like a distant memory. ESPN's metrics still give them a 98% playoff chance and a 2.6% title shot, but numbers can't measure fatigue, pressure, or asking role players to become stars overnight. The good news? The core Clark, Boston, Mitchell is still young. The bad news? Championship windows in sports can slam shut without warning.
This season is so doomed, man. It's so doomed. Like, they got the injury bug now, and first it was Caitlin Clark, then it was Sophie Cunningham, then it was Caitlin Clark again, now it's Sydney Colson, and now it's Ari McDonald. This really sucks, guys. I have the hope is dimming, and this season is not looking good. It's like not only we lost to the Mercury to that bum Bonner, but they also like.
The WNBA isn't slowing down for Indiana. Minnesota is chasing the top seed, New York is heating up, and Atlanta and Phoenix are building momentum. Every shorthanded game the Fever play is another chance for rivals to pull away. At this point, the question isn't just will Clark return, it's will she return to a team still in the fight or one already written off? Clip 14. The Fever began the season with a stacked roster and a championship plan. Now they face the possibility of limping into the playoffs or missing them entirely, while their franchise star recovers from yet another injury. It didn't take months or years for this fall from grace. It happened in one crushing night in Phoenix. Clark may love and support her teammates, but love doesn't replace a point guard, and encouragement doesn't win playoff games. Indiana is about to learn whether heart alone can carry them through, or if this will be remembered as the year everything that could go wrong did.
My goodness, another hardship player's on the way. Damn. Somebody said my freaking blood pressure is high. I can't with these losses. I mean, tonight's loss was ridiculous, guys. I mean, just downright ignorant. This was a downright ignorant loss. An embarrassment to the team, an embarrassment to the fan base. And I'm telling you right now, oh my God. Look at what the Phoenix Mercury admin just did. Look at what the Phoenix Mercury admin did.